Hello everyone. Today I want to quickly talk to you about creating projects and preserving them on Microsoft MakeCode.com. In particular, I want to talk about creating and preserving Microbit related projects. And Microsoft MakeCode.com is a platform that allows you to create these awesome projects for microcontrollers such as Microbit, Adafruit, Circuit Playground Express, and many other microcontrollers. So, first things first, you'll have to go create an account in GitHub. And Microsoft MakeCode is tightly integrated with GitHub. So let's go to github.com. And what is GitHub? GitHub is an online platform where developers like you and I can create projects that is safely preserved, meaning you're not going to lose your code and it is preserved safely on the cloud. And it also allows for excellent documentation and collaboration. And if kids are watching this, you got to start building stuff early on, and your GitHub repositories are going to be your portfolio or resume, and hopefully it'll help you someday in your future endeavors. So enough said. Let's go to github.com, and you need to click on the sign up, and you need to create a username. And let me see if I can create a username called Richard Feynman. Was an American physicist. He was an excellent teacher. I just love his way of teaching. So I'm just trying to see if I can create a username with his name, and apparently it is available. So I'm really surprised. And I need to pick a email address. And I need to pick a username, a password. Okay. And the next thing is you can leave this checked for receiving some occasional product updates, or you can uncheck it. And you need to verify that you're a human. Pick the spiral galaxy, it says, and pick the spiral galaxy, it says. And now I'm ready to create the account. Now I'm going to save this. Well, I'm just going to say that I'm a teacher and what moderate amount. What do you plan to learn to code and host a project? And I'm interested in, you can fill in the details if you wish, and you can complete the setup. Now what it asks you to do is please verify your email address, and what you can do is, okay, here is my email account, and I go into my inbox, and I've received an email from GitHub which is asking me to verify. So what I do is I'm going to verify the email address, and you're technically done. So you don't need to create a repository right now. So let's leave it the way it is. So we have verified the email address. Now that we created an account in GitHub, the next step really is to go to makecode.microbit.org, create a new project, save it, and sort of sync it back with GitHub. So let's get started. So if you're on makecode.microbit.org, you can create a new project by clicking the plus new project. I'm going to call my new project as display name, and let me create it. So let me get rid of the on start block. I'm going to do something really simple. I can say my name is Richard Feynman, right? And I've already supplied the name of the project here. So I have two options. Either I can save it locally, which is what this button does. It saves the hex file, locally on my computer, or I can sync this project with GitHub so that it's safe and secure and all the good stuff that comes with GitHub. So I'm just going to click on the GitHub button here, create GitHub repository. So it's asking me to sign into GitHub. So I'm just going to do a sign in, and it already knows my username and password because it had previously saved it. And now I'm back to MakeCode. I'm going to call it display name. This project displays name on Microbit, right? That's what this super simple project does. And I'm going to say go ahead and create the repository. So it's actually preparing to create the repository on GitHub, right? And if everything goes well, you should see this check mark. And let's say you were to go back to GitHub. Let me sign in, and it should really show your repository here on the left hand side, and you can click that and you should see your repository created here. But let me show you what more we could do. So not sure why it's losing. Yeah, okay, it should always show you this up arrow. So what this means is I have synced up this repository with GitHub. So I'm just going to change something. Rather than lowercase, I'll make it uppercase because uppercase letters are displayed really nicely on a microbit. And I'm going to add a comment. This displays name on microbit. So let me do that, and now I've made a change. In real life projects, you're always tinkering, you're always making changes. So I'll come back and click this GitHub button here, and what this is saying is please describe the changes that you have done. The name is in uppercase, the display name, let me say display name is now uppercase, and it also shows me the block that I made the change to, and I'm going to commit and push it. When I do this, what does commit and push mean? It really means that I'm making my changes, I'm uploading my changes back to my GitHub repository, and it's spinning here. It's saying that the pages are building and it may take a few minutes. Just be patient, and it's going to build your repo or repository back in GitHub. So it looks like it's completed. We can go back to our repository in GitHub, and let me just refresh, and you see this, it actually showed the blocks that I made the change to, and this is my current block of my project. So this is a really nice and elegant way of creating your projects and saving it, and it's going to be preserved no matter what happens to your machine. So now let's really see how to use this, right? Let's go back to makecode.microbit.org. Let's go to home. Imagine that I'm not on this machine anymore. I went someplace, I'm on my friend's computer, whatever the case may be. Let me go ahead and delete this from the project window here. This is how you do it. You can go to view all, you can click this, and I deleted it. Now let me go back. Here's one of the things that you could do. When you come back to makecode.microbit.org, you see this import here. You can actually click on this, and either you can import a file. This is a local hex file if it's saved on your machine, or you can import from the URL, or you can import your GitHub repo. So let me click this, and it immediately recognizes that I have a repository or a repo in GitHub, because I'm currently logged into my GitHub repository. So I'm just going to say, yes, this is the one I want to import. And when I do this, it's going to reload the blocks for me. And from here on, I can continue to make changes. I can save it back to GitHub repository, and this is how you can actually create and save projects in GitHub. I hope you like this. Keep trying, keep learning, and have fun.